All right. Well, good Thursday morning. It's May 13th, 2021. Please pray for a friend of ours, a dear brother. You might know him. Frank has some surgery today. So we just want to lift him up in prayer today. We're excited for him. So let's dive in. And we're going to do Psalm chapter 9, verses 1 through the beginning of 13. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before your presence. For you have maintained my just cause. You have sat on the throne, giving righteous judgment. You have rebuked the nations. You have made the wicked perish. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemy came to an end in everlasting ruins. Their cities you rooted out. The very memory of them has perished. But the Lord sits enthroned forever. He has established his throne for justice, and he judges the world with righteousness. He judges the peoples with uprightness. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And those who know your name put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord who sits enthroned in Zion. Tell among the peoples his deeds, for he who avenges blood is mindful of them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Be gracious to me, O Lord. And I think that we struggle in this world because we see a broken world, right? We understand a hint of perfection, and because we realize that things are not as good as they should, and we look at atrocities that have happened in the past and even in our current time, and we wonder, how could this happen? And so often we find ourselves wrestling with blaming God. And because, well, God allowed it. Okay. God did allow it. We're not gonna deny that. But was it God's best? Is it what God desired? Again, he made us perfect. We are the ones. So when you see weird things in the past or bad systems or things set up, they're like, man, how can that be? How can a holy God allow that? Well, it's not that a holy God allowed it. It's the fact that God created things perfect and we blew it. And so again, that causes us to think, okay, what's the answer then? What's the answer to this world? Well, that last line, be gracious to me, O Lord, because we're responsible for the atrocities in the world. Mankind has blown it, and we've been trying to understand what it means to be God's kids, to be the apex of his creation, and we just mess it up all the time. And that's not an excuse, but it's something for us to pause and go, wait a second. Jesus came to change that so that we don't have to mess it up all the time. But there are nations and there are peoples that just don't look to God and don't believe in Jesus. And so they're not going to want a restored world that brings the peace of God to people. They want their rights. They want their power. They want them to be the focus. Whew, man. Lord, forgive us for wanting that for ourselves. Be gracious to me, O Lord, is a great prayer. So God has extended his grace, and people need his grace. You need his grace. I need his grace. Your neighbor, your family, your coworker, that checker, those people rushing around Fred Meyer or wherever you're shopping in Costco, they need grace. So may we be givers of that grace, and may God richly bless your day. Enjoy Jesus. Go and share life.